chickennuggetfm.com/events.
This is the Happy Hour,
You guys going to happy hour?
coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. This is the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary hanging out with you guys. As always, Rico, what's up?
Hello.
How we doing?
I just had a thought, and it's a great thought.
We're talking about chair lockers again.
We're talking about chair lockers again, and I just had a thought, and I don't know if it's possible, but I hope it is possible.
It is not feasible.
Every day when I come into work, I would like chicken nuggets in my chair.
Do you think? Okay, so here's
Just five.
I just
like
just
a snack.
Just a five pack.
It's like a chicken nugget snack.
I just need the snack pack.
Yeah, just a quick snack pack of chicken nuggets. So I walk into work, I eat my chicken nuggets, and I'm good for the. That's my breakfast.
Think about what you're saying.
I'll get like honey.
Chicken nuggets for breakfast.
Yeah, I mean you do that at Chick-fil-A.
Not for breakfast.
Yeah, you do. If you get the little chicken bites,
Well,
it's
the-
chicken nuggets
well,
on a
time
mini
out,
on
time
a
out.
mini
The
biscuit.
Don't hate on the chicken biscuit now.
Okay,
Don't hate on that.
that's just if you cut it up. Guess what? Chicken nuggets.
Okay, so an unnamed texter texts in, says, I just had a crisp meat from Amigos with a side of ranch. It was amazing.
There you go.
Nice work.
Shout out to you.
Unnamed texter. Shout out to you. So I don't know. We got brought up on the idea of chair lockers again.
Yes, it's a great idea,
In the
and I
new
stand
studio.
by it.
DP told me the other day, he might not even remember this if he's listening. It was probably about 2.5 months ago, maybe 2 months ago. I don't know. Time just all comes together.
Time is a flat circle.
He said that we're gonna get a slushy machine.
That's a problem.
He said there might be a slushy machine
That's-
in the new studio, and I looked at him and I said, "DP, don't be playing with me.
Don't mess with.
I said, don't
don't
be
mess
lying
with a
to
man's
me."
emotions
I was
like
like,
that.
"Don't
All
be-"
right, sir.
Because the way that the conversation was initiated was I asked him. I said, "Hey, DP, like, what are the possibilities of us having a fountain pop machine in the new studio?" And he's like,
"Damn it, man!
That's what I'm saying. Think about it. So everybody knows that I love root beer. Root beer. Everybody knows that I love root beer.
That's true.
And everybody knows that you love Mountain Dew.
It's in my veins.
You bleed Mountain Dew.
I do. You cut me, I bleed Mountain Dew. I'm different.
It's yellow.
I'm built
It's yellow.
different. No, you guys,
So
you
I asked
bleed.
DP,
Everybody bleeds red. Nah, bro,
I was
I bleed green.
I was like,
Got
the
that
acid,
Mountain Dew blood.
that acid color.
Got that Mountain Dew blood, baby. Hook me up.
But I said,
Straight into my
I was like,
veins.
DP, what about like a fountain pop machine? So we can have fountain pop. Because here's the deal, Rico.
That is
I-
dangerous.
This might be a food take of mine.
I'm trying to stay in shape.
This might be a food take or a food and drink take. But like fountain pop is 100% better than bottled pop.
That's not even a hot take. It's
It's
true.
not. It's a cold take.
It's true.
Good.
It's
I was
just
worried
true.
about that.
No, you're good.
Thank goodness.
You're golden.
So I was
Stay
like,
golden,
man,
Pony
I was
Boy.
like, man, if we get a fountain machine in our new studio, this is gonna be electric. But then he comes up with this extravagant response of, Nick, no, we're gonna get a slushy machine. And then all I could think about was like Pepsi slushies.
Man, but if I get a slushie, I need like a roller grill.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
See, this is the conversation. This is where
you need it.
this is where
you can't
where
just
you
have
nip
a
it in the
slushie-
butt
no,
if you're management
you
here.
can't just have a slushy machine and not have something hot to go along with it. You get me a nice roller grilled hot
Well,
dog
hey,
with a
don't
slushie,
worry.
I'm good to go for the rest of
Rico,
the day.
Rico, you're going to be able to walk down the block, go into the little Marcus Theater there.
I'm getting
and get a popcorn.
I'm getting popcorn every day.
Maybe
Not
you
every
can
day.
just have-
once a week. I'm gonna get that refillable bucket.
Okay.
So then you go in there, it's $4.50 to refill. All
Each
year.
time.
Each time.
Each time
But
it's
I'm only gonna go once.
$4.50.
But I'm only gonna go once a week
We're gonna
because I can't walk in there and be like, "Sup, guys, I'm back."
We're going to have to
Regulate my popcorn intake.
not even regulate it, just record it. where we have, hopefully, I'm sure we'll keep a whiteboard somewhere that will be our new prediction board, right?
We better.
And that's a staple.
If I don't have my prediction whiteboard, there will be problems.
So anyway, I think what's interesting is we will have to just tally, just quietly, so you don't know we're doing it, but just quietly tally every time you go to the theater and get popcorn. And before we know it, it's going to be 3,
it's once a week.
4 every day.
No, I can't do that.
Rico just eating the butter popcorn up in the front office.
Straight up. I'm going to have my desk at the front. People are going to walk in. I'm eating popcorn. I'm going to be like, hey, nice to meet you.
Why does it smell like butter in
But
here?
don't worry, I eat the popcorn with my left hand, so I can still shake hands.
Still shake hands. It's like one of those things where you hold the cold drink in your left hand so that when you shake hands, it's not cold.
It's important. Shouldn't have had that popcorn.
I'm not sure if people think about that or if they actually like when you shake hands, oh, that hand is really cold.
I don't think so.
But
I don't.
John in Cortland says, afternoon, gentlemen, slushies, not during the show. Sugar high, brain freeze, disastrous.
Or better show.
Better show.
Shout out to the content.
Yeah, I mean, there's some shows that kind of get off the rails. I mean, The Drive to think about it, Rico, it's only really shows that involve us.
Don't say that. We're
that get off the rails a little bit.
We are impeccable producers and hosts.
Time out. I guess Nathan and Strick can sometimes get off the rails.
Nathan always gets off the rails.
Nathan gets off the rails. Okay. But it is going to be, it's Nathan's.
I've been riding with TCU all season.
Never forget when he said Michigan was fraudulent.
He did.
And then they hit the playoff.
He said Michigan's fraudulent. Stetson Bennett should win the Heisman.
Stetson Bennett is not going to win the Heisman.
So since he hasn't responded, I know he's not listening.
Yep.
So I'm going to say this right now. Stetson Bennett is actually a good quarterback, but I will never let him know that.
That's a good point. I can get on board with that.
I will never let him know that.
It's Stetson Bennett, since we know he's not listening. Stetson Bennett's one of those quarterbacks that's like, here's the deal. He's good, but like looking at him,
he's good where he's at.
You should he shouldn't be good.
If Stetson
just
Bennett
off of appearance, he should not be good.
If Stetson Bennett were
should not
anywhere
be playing
else,
college football right now.
If Stetson Bennett were anywhere else, they're not making the playoff.
I don't know.
If you switch Stetson Bennett and Bryce Young,
well, I bet.
That's this iteration of Alabama.
Okay.
Before with the Greg McElroys and stuff, Stetson Bennett's the perfect quarterback. But this iteration of Alabama, no.
All right. Okay. I can get on board with that. But yeah, once again,
granted they didn't make the playoff anyway, but still.
So once again, Stetson Bennett, good quarterback. We'll just never let Nate.
Let Nate know.
Never.
And
since he's back there,
he's 100% not listening. He hasn't reacted at all.
Yeah, he can't hear us at all.
Which is perfect.
This works out well. Mark asks, who's going to clean it?
Not me. I don't know how.
This is the issue with the air fryer.
I would clean it because I know how. I don't know how to clean a slushy machine.
I remember I had to clean
pop machine.
I had to clean out the slushy machine at Amigos and stuff when I used to work there when I was 14. Yeah, I mean. I remember pouring the cleaner, not the cleaner stuff, but it's just basically slush mix.
Really?
Yeah. I maybe I shouldn't be telling secrets. I don't know. Maybe that's a secret.
I don't
know. Ted asked, where will Bennett get drafted?
He
3rd, 4th,
I think 4th or 5th.
Interesting. Somebody says, don't diss Bennett. Look at his performances in big games and playoffs, video game numbers. That's what we are not dissing Bennett. Stetson Bennett is a very good quarterback.
He's good, but I don't think that he would work at other places. I understand that he has these video game like numbers in big games for Georgia, at Georgia, where he's surrounded by a bunch of talent. But if you put him at Washington, is he putting up the same numbers that Michael Penix is putting up? If you put him at Oregon, is he doing what Bo Nix is doing? I don't think so. He's got a certain type of brand of football that he plays, and that fits perfectly with what Georgia plays. It could work in the NFL, but I don't think to the level that he's taking you to a Super Bowl.
I could see Stetson Bennett, and this is just the perfect story. Stetson Bennett with the 49ers.
That's Georgia. Yeah, that'd be Georgia football.
That's basically
Stetson Bennett with Tennessee.
Brock Purdy. Well, no, because
with Derrick Henry.
With Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown. You need A.J. Brown back.
Yeah.
Because who was the guy that they drafted? Traylon Burks?
Yeah.
Out of Arkansas? I mean, you look at AJ Brown and you look at Traylon Burks.
AJ Brown, yeah.
That is
Traylon
still,
Burks could become that guy, but right now
that's still
AJ Brown is
mind-boggling.
the guy.
That's still mind-boggling.
They didn't
that
wanna pay him.
That they traded AJ Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles.
They didn't want to pay him. That's all it was.
I understand, but
Unnamed texture
which
says,
it is sad though to see Ryan Tannehill's career coming to an end.
yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. So
Unnamed texture says, what if Bennett didn't look like a high school math teacher? Would he get more respect? Yes.
100%.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no disrespect. Well, I mean, sort of, I suppose. But like, I don't mean to disrespect Stetson Bennett this way, but just off of appearance, he doesn't look like he should be playing college football.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the college football playoff, and that's no disrespect. He just isn't. If you know his age, if you know just kind of his story as well, you're surprised, which makes it, I suppose, easier to cheer for, more enjoyable to cheer for, more exciting when he's successful, when he's making the playoffs and making the national title, I suppose. Somebody says, and this is just cold, Stetson Bennett going to be a fire insurance salesman. Come on.
My man's
Come on.
My man's is gonna do great at Enterprise.
We'll pick you up. Hey, this is former Georgia quarterback Stetson Bennett.
This is former Georgia national champion quarterback,
two-time national champion quarterback Stetson Bennett. Do you need a rental car?
You like?
Do you need a rental car? This is so mean.
Why are we doing
Because
this?
I feel pretty bad about it. Nyla says, I don't know, Kirk Cousins doesn't look like a football player, and he's doing all right. Kirk Cousins
looks like a quarterback, though.
Yeah.
Stetson Bennett looks like he should be teaching somebody math.
Yeah. Somebody says, thank God he's not listening. That'd be so awkward. Stetson, listen, once again, no disrespect.
No, dude, he's doing much better than I am.
Way better than we are. He's going to get a signing bonus. He's going to get drafted.
Yeah, you think if Stetson Bennett heard us talking down about him, he would care?
I feel like we
have no power with Stetson Bennett.
Does Stetson Bennett care what Nick Sainert says?
You want me to tweet that?
No.
I'm going to tweet that.
Dusty says Joe Gann's body type is similar to Stetson Bennett. Oh, okay. Here we go. Ted asks, does Joe Burrow look any different? He still looks like he's 17 years old to me. I think Stetson, or excuse me, I think Joe Burrow looks older.
Yeah, but not
Stetson Bennett,
not
old.
Teacher older.
Yeah, not Stetson Bennett.
Stetson Bennett just looks like a teacher. Like if you put
Stetson
Bennett in a button up with like with a bow tie, he's a bow tie guy.
Yeah,
he's a bow tie guy.
Khaki pants, button up shirt, sweater vest,
bow tie,
and a bow tie.
That's teacher.
Welcome to Algebra 200.
Exactly. 100%.
Stetson Bennett. I put Stetson Bullet Bennett.
Max Duggan looks even younger than Stetson Bennett, says Bill in Bennett. Max Duggan, again, looks like a football player. I don't like that. This isn't something that I can actually quantify and tell you what like a football player looks like, but you just know. And like everybody, you know. When you look at somebody, you can tell, like, whatever sport they play, like, you look like you belong. But, like, there are certain players who are in those sports who are really good who do not look like they should be good.
Stetson Bennett, so I pulled up his Georgia profile pic.
He is good. He doesn't look like he should be.
It's just the pic of him in a shirt and a tie and a suit, basically. Mm-hmm. No football relation on the pictures. And I kid you not, he looks like he should be an executive for Liberty Mutual. Seriously, Rico, please pull it up right now. And if you are not in your car, if you're in a cubicle or something like that, or somewhere where you can Google Stetson Bennett, just look at his Georgia profile of him in the jacket and just imagine that face on a business card that says Executive Director, Liberty Mutual.
You're the worst.
Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not trying to be mean.
You're not wrong, but you're the worst.
I'm not trying to be mean. Kirk from Georgia says Stetson looks like a winner. And he has one.
He has one.
Unfortunate
Again,
part.
we can't talk like that bad about him because he's a national champion.
He is.
And a Heisman finalist.
He's probably going to be a two-time natty.
Still don't think he should have been a Heisman finalist, but that's neither here nor there.
Nah, I mean, and let's be real also, guys, a little jealous.
Oh, extreme.
That Georgia
no, not even a little.
That Georgia can go find this guy out, and he's was one of the four finalists for the Heisman Trophy winner of multiple trophies, the country's outstanding player who began his career as a walk-on. I mean, it's just unfortunate.
Look at him.
So
Being great.
Nyla says, Nick, you look like the original Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so. Tanner Lee looked like an NFL prototype quarterback, but not.
Exactly.
Says John and Cortland.
He looks like he should have been
maybe
good.
that's the thing. You need to not look like you could play in the NFL.
Hunter Renfrow.
Great choice. Anybody else? Kirk Cousins, I suppose. Jared Goff?
No, Kirk Cousins looks like a quarterback, though. Like, he looks like a quarterback.
Okay.
So that's okay.
Jared Goff? The Jared Goff who has over or close to 30 touchdown passes and only 7 interceptions this season with over 4,200
Jared
passing
Goff
yards.
looks like a quarterback, but he shouldn't be a quarterback in Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit Jared Goff just does not fit.
It's not a thing. The LA Rams Jared Goff, that works.
Yeah. LA Rams Jared Goff works.
Miami Jared Goff could work.
Jared Goff in the old Los Angeles Rams uniform.
Yes.
Like the white with the blue stripe.
100%.
Not the bright blue.
A young Tom Brady. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So
the middle of his career, Tom Brady was like, that's what a quarterback should be.
And see, this hits it perfectly on the head. Unnamed texter says Stetson Bennett is the Hunter Renfrow of quarterbacks. He's consistently underestimated because of the way he looks, but he's actually a damn good football player.
Exactly.
100%. Waterboy says Patrick Mahomes is chubby. Lamar Jackson is a stick, and Burrow looks like the kid who sells sticks of gum at recess. No such thing as, quote, looking like an NFL quarterback.
Yes, there
I don't
is.
know. Who would look like an NFL quarterback?
Kirk Cousins. That's all. Like
Kirk.
Tom Brady. Jimmy G. Yeah.
I think Jimmy G looks like an NFL quarterback.
I think Lamar. See, the hard thing
Lamar.
is,
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Lamar looks like he should be in the NFL. Not a quarterback, though.
I feel like we're getting really close.
We are.
We need to be very.
No,
very
we're gonna. Jalen Hurts looks like a quarterback.
Yes. Okay. Great choice. Brett Favre looked like a quarterback.
I can't even think of quarterbacks now. Like, that's the problem. Is now I have like a zero quarterback name.
Kyler Murray does not look like a quarterback.
No, Kyler Murray. I don't know what Kyler Murray looks like. Because even baseball, it doesn't seem like he should play baseball.
Yeah, the Kyler Murray in like the Oakland Athletics uniform just did not look right.
Kyler Murray looks like he should just play Call of Duty.
Yeah, he looks like he should have a headset.
Somebody said Dak
with some
Prescott
sticks.
looks like a diva. Dak Prescott looks like a quarterback. Big body.
I agree.
Yeah.
Unnamed texter says Rico looks like he should be making cookies. And Nick looks like Matt Rule's child, but they're good sports radio guys.
Exactly.
Thanks.
We don't look like we should be here, but we are. We're the Stetson Bennett's of radio.
Hey, you know what? It works.
I'll take it.
Maybe we should just never mind. We should probably not. Yeah, so Rubber Duck from LinkedIn, which wanted to change his name eventually, but we're still sitting here with Rubber Duck from LinkedIn.
Yours will be this forever.
He says George's ability to make insurance salesmen into football players, though, straight fire. So, it is what it is. Somebody says that we were going to get canceled, so I apologize for that.
Who said that?
4491.
Marching proudly to being canceled.
We're not trying to.
How are we going to get canceled?
I don't know. Ooh, yikes. Somebody says Rico looks like he eats the cookies.
I do eat cookies. They're very good.
But
throw me quarterback names. I'll tell you if they look like a quarterback or not.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
just random
like
quarterbacks.
I said, I can't think of quarterbacks.
Tua?
You give me.
I think Tua looks like a quarterback. Tua without throwing the football looks like a quarterback.
Left-handed quarterbacks bother me.
Looks very awkward.
It doesn't.
I hate playing with left-handed quarterbacks in video games because you got to roll out to the left.
Oh, it always throws me off.
Throws me off.
I don't know, man. It just looks weird.
Tua looks like a quarterback, though, once again, when he's not throwing.
He doesn't look like a quarterback to me.
Like from the whole signal caller thing, from I think it.
I can't do it.
Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen looks like a quarterback.
Josh Allen looks like a tight end.
I suppose so.
Josh Allen's got the face and body type of a tight end, but he's got the arm of a quarterback. Josh Allen does not look like a quarterback, but he is.
Yeah. Okay, so Josh Allen is a tight end.
Josh Allen is a tight end. Like, that's the thing, is some of these guys don't look like quarterbacks, but they are. Josh Allen, and I don't care.
He's a very good quarterback.
He's a very good quarterback. Doesn't look like a quarterback.
Baker Mayfield, quarterback.
Yeah, he looks like a quarterback.
I'm trying to think. Geno Smith.
He looked like a quarterback at West Virginia.
Okay.
but it's just something. It's Seattle. It's kind of back to it. It looks like a quarterback.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sometimes it has to do with the jerseys as well. Is that weird how they look in the jerseys? Am I alone there?
I suppose so, because like Zach Wilson does not look like a quarterback for the Jets.
Zach Wilson,
but he looks like a quarterback for BYU.
Zach Wilson looks like he should be leading Jack Wilson looks like the Wolf of Wall Street. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, Wolf of Wall Street.
Here's a good quarterback for you, Sam Darnold.
Darnold looks like a thumb.
That is rude, Rico.
What?
We should ask Matt.
He's a
Rule
massive
about,
forehead.
we should try to ask Matt Rule about Sam Darnold.
Should we? Like, have you? Okay, Spy Kids 1.
Spy Kids. Haven't thought about that in 12 years.
I don't remember which one. I think it's Spy Kids. I think it's Spy Kids 1. The thumb people.
Yeah,
that's Sam Darnold.
That is horrible to say.
Look it up.
Where does that come from?
Look it up.
I am going to look it up. Okay, is Peyton Manning?
Yeah, with his big old forehead.
He's got like a 7 head. Peyton Manning. Waterboy says Gardner Minshew looks like he belongs to the little.
Gardner Minshew does not look like a quarterback, but I love everything about him.
Ray, does Chris Raff look like a quarterback?
No.
What would what should Raff look like?
Raff looks like an offensive lineman. But not like a big,
not
like a big offensive lineman, but like yeah, he looks like a retired offensive lineman.
Okay, the one that got back into shape. Yeah. The person that said we were going to get canceled goes, canceled for what? They continue to call Sam Darnold a thumb.
He's making millions of dollars. Shut up.
For looking like a thumb.
Look,
I wish I could look like a thumb and make $1 million. Let me look like a thumb. What do I got to do?
If that got me millions of dollars, sign me up.
I don't care what I look like.
If I'm making millions.
If I'm making millions of dollars.
Nyla says long hair Aaron Rodgers versus short hair. Long hair Aaron Rodgers, not a quarterback. Short hair Aaron Rodgers, definitely a quarterback.
What is long hair Aaron Rodgers? Psychic? Fortune teller?
The leader of a very mysterious campground. Okay. That's what I'm going to call it.
Nice. Troop leader.
Yeah.
All right. We should probably get to break.
Maybe.
This is not what we expected. Somebody even said slow day, huh, boys? No, honestly, it's not. We got stuff to talk about.
We do.
This started with a slushy machine, and here we are talking
went off
about
the
how
rails.
Sam Darnold looks like a thumb.
Went off the rails. We'll come back and talk about Nebraska with an offensive tackle visit, 2 signees from the All-American game last night.
We got this. Who's the most quarterback-looking individual that works for the ticket?
Ooh.
But okay, I think it's gonna be easier to rule people out.
Not me.
Not you, not me. Honestly, I think I have a shot. Just off of looks.
If you were taller.
If I was about 4 inches taller.
Maybe quarterback.
Because I'd be sitting there about 6'2".
You've got a tight end face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also could see like I have a defensive end face.
Yeah.
Bach is out as quarterback.
Not a quarterback.
Not a quarterback. Austin,
Bach is like a Hunter Renfrow receiver. You don't think he's good, but he'd be good.
I don't know about that.
I'd give it to him. Yeah.
I'm not sure what position Bach would play.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not sure.
And then like it's hard. Like Vershawn and Jay like already played football. They already have their position set.
They
have their position set.
Austin, unfortunately, not a quarterback either.
I think Mark has like a.
I think it has to be Jake.
Without the glasses, Mark has a quarterback look.
No.
You don't think so?
It's something about. I don't think quarterbacks can have. No, I need to not say that. It's gonna be something about beards. I think Jake.
Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I think Jake is unfortunately the most quarterback-looking person at the ticket.
Unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, I guess.
Like DP's got the physicality, so I think running back for DP.
DP's got the smarts to be the quarterback.
He does, 100%.
DP'd be the wildcat quarterback, but he actually throws.
Lot of geez, Quentin, that's not me. That's not nice.
I guess it's Jake. Whatever.
Okay, it's Jake.
Let's go to break. Let's go back and actually talk about stuff.
All right, so we got plenty of stuff to talk about. Husker basketball, Husker football got 2 commitments. We'll talk about both those things. We'll update you. Update you on the Husker scholarship numbers as well. Appreciate you guys sticking with us. We didn't mean to go off the rails, but here we are off the rails. We're going to try to get back on them here in a moment. You listen to Happy Hour on the Ticket.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
People first is more than a nice sentiment. At American Senior Benefits, it's the mission. If you're ready for a career where you can truly put your customers' needs ahead of everything else, this is for you. American Senior Benefits is one of the leading senior market insurance product distributors in the country, and they're looking for high-energy applicants with strong communication skills. Enjoy on-the-job training, a fun work environment, and unlimited income potential. Visit ASBMidwest.com to learn more. American Senior Benefits. Steve's Garage Doors and Services is under new management, but has the same great service as before. If your current garage door seems outdated or isn't working properly, call their new number at 402-480-2840 to schedule service or get a new door ordered. Steve's can repair most types of garage doors and can always point you in the right direction to get the job done. Give Steve's Garage Doors and Services a call today at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. And you can check out our spaces before you visit in person with a virtual campus tour. An opportunity to see our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford as you learn about our programs and areas of study. There are virtual tours of our learning centers too. We can even take you on a personalized virtual tour. Learn more on our website, southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual sprayer clinic at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney, Nebraska, February 2nd and 3rd. Landmark Sprayer Clinic offers expansive equipment and technology training on different models of John Deere and Hagee sprayers. Learn about the newest technology, machine maintenance, spray tip selection, and more. We'll be offering free dicamba certification. Join us February 2nd and 3rd in Kearney. RSVP by calling your local Landmark location or at landmarkimp.com/events.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Life-changing research doesn't just take place in outer space. It's also happening right here in Nebraska, and you could play a key role. Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, needs healthy adults who are 19 years old and older for a research opportunity. If you qualify, you could earn up to $500 a day for time and travel. Overnight stays may be required. To learn more, call Solarion at 866-213-2965 or visit helpresearch.com/500.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism. Hey guys, Nick Sainert here, and I want to tell you about my friends at Spine and Sports Chiropractic. I experienced a herniated disc in my lower back a few years ago, and thanks to the folks at Spine and Sports, I got back to feeling 100%. At Spine and Sports, they use the active release technique, which involves the soft tissue and can alleviate headaches, shoulder pain, plantar fasciitis, and more. What I like most about the ART method is that your doctor will construct a plan that fits your needs because the technique is not a cookie-cutter approach. Allow Spine and Sports Chiropractic to help you feel better. Set up your appointment today by giving them a call at 402-261-6841.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, mostly cloudy skies expected. It'll be breezy out there, too. We'll see a high of around 33. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies again, and that breeze will continue tonight. We'll see a low of around 21. And tomorrow, mainly sunny skies expected over the area with a high of around 35. I'm meteorologist Kyle Bucker for 93.7 The Ticket at theticketfm.com.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary, brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour, 97 The Ticket FM. Dom. Okay, so you guys are awesome on the text line. At first, a couple shout outs that we did not get to mention or get some of the texts as we were just kind of going through them. Even ones from half an hour ago, right from when the show kicked off. OG Les Lancaster, we want to publicly apologize because they said, I'm going to have to go home to my boring meal prepped food. So if you guys could table this chicken nugget chatter, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, don't worry. It was tabled.
We tabled it because we started talking about how Sam Darnold looks like a thumb.
He does. I pulled up the pictures. Do you agree?
Yes, you're right.
See?
Ted, thanks for the photo edit of Stetson Bennett as the regional sales manager at Liberty Mutual.
That's getting posted.
I'm going to post it actually right in the next commercial break here in a moment because
and if Georgia is
welcome to Georgia.
If Georgia's blowing out TCU, expect this picture to be posted during the game.
We also got told that I don't got a neck. I'm a total fullback.
Nah, not tough enough.
The whole I don't got a neck part is right, though.
That is true.
I think which has changed because I used to have a neck.
Your nose isn't messed up enough to be a fullback.
If I started playing fullback, though, it would.
Nah.
It'd get messed up enough.
It just has to be messed up.
I just think, I mean, I don't know.
You have to ram your head into things before you put your helmet on to be a fullback. Those are the rules. Yeah.
I can make that happen. Somebody left at the you got a tight end face, and then Jim and Lincoln. Sipple looks like the 40-year-old quarterback that Oklahoma State had, which was Brandon Weeden.
Shout out to Brandon Weeden.
So,
who played in the MLB, then went to Oklahoma State, and then got drafted and played for the Browns. So that was a thing that happened to him.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get on to some sports. Because, and once again, we want to hear from you guys. You guys were awesome. First segment, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, Starter Heyman text line, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream. So, Rico, Nebraska gets the commitments of two guys yesterday.
Yes.
Ethan Nation, a cornerback from Roswell, Georgia.
Yes.
An interesting situation. Shout out to our good friend, Steve Mark of Inside Nebraska.
Like take credit for everything, don't you?
I said our good friend. Now, here's the deal. So Steve was saying that the way that Ethan Nation and Nebraska got together, like met up and had a developed a relationship was J.C. Horn, the former South Carolina defensive back who now plays for the Carolina Panthers, worked out and works out with Ethan Nation. And obviously, while J.C. Horn was with Carolina and Matt Rule was with Carolina, that is how Matt Rule ended up getting introduced to Ethan Nation.
That is a hell of a person to work out with.
Yeah. So there's so Ethan Nation and eventually would sign last December and is going to be a Husker. Intriguing prospect there. But then the more intriguing one, and the one that I would say for Husker fans to be even more excited about.
Well, let me throw this out there really quick
before
we move on to that. For the people that care, because I know many people care, his offer to Nebraska, Ethan Nation was also offered by schools like Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, Cincinnati, Clemson, Colorado, Florida, Florida State, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Illinois, Indiana, Jackson State. So, some pretty high profile schools and some schools that, if you're going up against them in recruiting battles, you feel good winning those battles.
So then the other guy that Nebraska, and once again, this falls into the category of one of the guys that signed back on December 21st and is officially coming to Nebraska. And there's no sweating it out until the next signing day, right? Is Cameron Lenhart, a 4-star defensive end. He's listed as an edge guy on a couple of the recruiting sites. He's
played all over the defensive line.
So listed as 6'3", 250 pounds. More realistically, it's probably about 6'3", 230 right now, maybe 235. But here's the thing. So listed as the 37th best defensive end in the country, a 4-star according to 24/7 Sports. Played at IMG. Now IMG has that little bit of a benefit where he might be a little more polished developmental wise to come in and be ready to play at the next level. Now, if you watch Cameron Lenhart on film, Rico, you just said it. He's played kind of all over. He's played inside, like D-line part inside, also played on the edge. He might even get a little more muscle or bulk up a little bit more and play a little outside linebacker as well.
He's had his hand in the dirt. He stood up.
Yes.
He's been in the middle going up against guards and centers. He's been all over the defensive line and edge rush, obviously, with no hands in the dirt, standing up. So he's got experience playing at all those positions, playing against some high-level high school talent. And I know I've said it before, and I said it on the water cooler, I believe, yesterday. He's one of those guys where even though I say that, it takes a year or two to be able to play at the Power 5 level on the offensive or defensive line, it's going to take a little bit to develop somebody and get them ready. He seems like a guy who might not be ready the first game, but might actually make some noise and do some good things for your team in his first year on campus.
So Cameron Lenhart, I mean, he's a guy that also, with watching the film, he has aggressive and heavy hands, which is a good thing, right? Because he can explode and get control of the guy in front of him or across the line of scrimmage. So now it's questions of where is Nebraska's scholarship update at, right? Because we've had some movement, whether it was guys leaving, whether it's obviously Ethan Nation and now Cameron Lenhart coming to Nebraska. Nebraska needs to get to that 85 number by the start of fall camp. Here they are, and this is updated as of like 12:45 today. They're sitting at 92. Still sitting at 92, which what you remember, and we'll do this probably once a week because there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of fluidity throughout the next couple months. And with guys leaving and now these guys coming to the program, as of today, publicly known, there are 92 guys on scholarship. You have obviously the entire true freshman class, which features 22 of them.
That's a massive
which we could go down the list, but we don't necessarily need to. But here we are once again, and going through, we've had our conversations about the quarterback room, had our conversations about the running back room, which it's now official. Anthony Grant's coming back. AJ Allen is returning, which are those two are huge gets or huge keeps, I should say, for Nebraska's coaching staff. By all signs, it seems like Thomas Fidone is planning to return, which if you look at that tight end room, it's Borkacher who has the most experience.
As a walk-on.
And then just a jumble of guys that feature Chris Hickman, James Carney, AJ Rollins, Chase Androff, Brody Tagaloa, and Thomas Fidone.
Now, Chris Hickman does have experience on the field, but he's been tight end, wide receiver, tight end. He's been switching positions between those two spots for his entire career at Nebraska, and he hasn't been able to find a spot to stick at. So he's been on the field. He's seen some playing time, whether it be special teams or whether it be some random snaps here or there in games. But yeah, if you're talking actual experience at tight end, blocking, catching passes, doing all that, Nate Borkacher is your most experienced tight end. I mean, you've got that number one recruit from a couple years ago in Thomas Fidone, but two major knee injuries in his first two seasons have kind of derailed his career path at Nebraska, and hopefully, depending on how healthy he is, not only physically but mentally, and his ability to get back on the field and have enough faith in his knees to make the cuts necessary, to do everything necessary to be to show the talent that got him that number one tight end mantle. That will be extremely important for him going forward.
Well, here's what's crazy to think about, Rico, is more specifically just sticking with that tight end room. Think about the conversation that we had 2 seasons ago now, where it was like, dang, Nebraska's tight end room is pretty stacked. Austin Allen, Travis Vokalek, and then you had multiple guys underneath them as well, where Borkacher, where you had guys, right? It was like, man, Sean Beckton's group is pretty deep.
Looks nice.
And at that point, Chris Hickman was still floating back and forth between wide receiver, tight end, and there was still that 4-star shine on Chris Hickman or high 3-star, whatever it may have been, out of Omaha Burke High School. And then you fast forward then to last year, and it's, dang, Nebraska's got Travis Vokalek, Chancellor Brewington, who we saw 2 years ago really start to lay the wood, right? And
he switched from wide receiver to tight end.
That's right, when he came into Nebraska.
From Northern Arizona.
Nice work.
Transferred
Good
in.
pull. So anyway,
I remember things.
It's just like the conversation around a couple of these rooms, like tight end, I suppose, has sort of changed, where you had a pretty good size, or a pretty good amount of guys, I should say, in that tight end room before then. Last year, it dwindled a little bit, but you expected then this year to have Thomas Fidone. But now you're sitting here ahead of 2023. If they want to go to the transfer portal, that's fine. If they don't, what's it look like for Nebraska? Who is that guy at tight end for Nebraska? We don't know yet. And you just kind of hope and pray that maybe off of potential, a guy like Thomas Fidone stays healthy.
Yeah.
And sticks around.
A lot of bodies, not a lot of experience.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go ahead and take our final timeout. We'll continue to kind of dive and dissect, I suppose, into this Husker scholarship distribution chart, because there's a lot of interesting things around it. Cameron Lenhart is listed on here as an edge. So now Nebraska has 4 guys on scholarship listed as edge. It's Cameron Lenhart, Jake Applegate, Jamari Butler, and Blaze Gunnarsson. Well, like I said earlier, Ethan Nation was a cornerback. So now Nebraska has, 3, 5, 9 of those in the room, but still sitting at 92 scholarships publicly known. Now, obviously, guys could be dipping and stuff like that, but we don't know quite yet publicly. So let's take our final timeout. We'll bring in Nathan Brennan for the crossover to round out Wednesday's show coming up next.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the happy hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ever think of having a career in plumbing or heating? Do you enjoy watching your favorite game in a nice, comfortable space? Taking a shower after a warm day? Well, everyone we serve at Biggerstaff Plumbing, Heating, and Air sure does. If you're interested in a career in plumbing, heating, and air, come join our team where you'll get paid while training. No experience required. Enjoy great pay and benefits in a friendly environment. Call Biggerstaff Plumbing, Heating, and Air at 402-466-8118 or apply online at biggerstaffs.com. A new year means new goals and upgrading, but that doesn't only apply to health and fitness. Mullen Motors can get you into a new vehicle right now and get your 2023 started off the right way. They cleared off their 2022 inventory and have tons of new vehicles to choose from to make sure you get to where you need to be this year. Out with the old and in with the new. Stop by Mullen Motors today, just north of 48th and Lake.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering blowout savings on in-stock 2022 compact tractors and mowers. Make quick work of chores around your acreage and save over $4,000 on select John Deere compact tractors equipped with a loader and rear blade. Or save up to $1,000 on select 2022 John Deere Z-Trax and lawn tractors. Visit your local Acres store or acres.com to get these great discounts. Acres, solutions for every field. Discounts available on in-stock units while supplies last.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual sprayer clinic at Gulf County Fairgrounds in Kearney, Nebraska, February 2nd and 3rd. Landmark Sprayer Clinic offers expansive equipment and technology training on different models of John Deere and Hagie sprayers. Learn about the newest technology, machine maintenance, spray tip selection, and more. We'll be offering free dicamba certification. Join us February 2nd and 3rd in Kearney. RSVP by calling your local Landmark location or at landmarkimp.com/events.
Life-changing research doesn't just take place in outer space. It's also happening right here in Nebraska, and you could play a key role. Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, needs healthy adults who are 19 years old and older for a research opportunity. If you qualify, you could earn up to $500 a day for time and travel. Overnight stays may be required. To learn more, call Solarion at 866-213-2965 or visit helpresearch.com/500.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit, and you can check on our spaces before you visit in person with a virtual campus tour. An opportunity to see our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford as you learn about our programs and areas of study. There are virtual tours of our learning centers too. We can even take you on a personalized virtual tour on southeast.edu/cc. SCC, your path to possible.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Veterans, do you know what local, state, and federal benefits and services you're eligible to receive? Do you want help navigating the application or appeals process? Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. You've served our country, now let us serve you. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Pillar Restaurant Group is proud to announce the full opening of our brick-and-mortar venue-at-home store, Lincoln's new premier specialty grocers. This store is home to our brand-new Butchery by Venue. Get the finest Nebraska steaks, hand-cut in-house by our butcher, prepared for our restaurants, and available for you to take home. With hand-selected specialty seafood, charcuterie, wine, bourbon, and liquor options, come in today to see what we have to offer at 70th and Pioneers in the Pioneer Woods Shopping Center. Open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Saturday.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Y me paré, caminé, me subí, me fui contra la corriente y también me perdí, fracasé, me encontré, lo viví y aprendí. Cuando te pegas fuerte, más profundo es el beat, sí. Sigo bailando y escribiendo mis letras, sigo cantando con las puertas abiertas, atravesando por todas estas.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick, Rico, Nathan, and Austin Orman with you. We have to let this one play a little bit.
You gotta let it breathe.
We gotta let it breathe. Once again, shout out to Ted for making a Liberty Mutual regional sales manager business card with Stetson Bennett's picture on it.
Is one of my favorite things that I've ever seen.
I posted
National
on my Twitter.
Stetson Bennett.
I posted on my Twitter, but I'll let you look at it.
Yeah, we know.
There you go. Look at that.
I showed him.
Okay, good.
I showed him.
National champion Stetson Bennett.
Yeah, whatever.
He's about to be.
It doesn't look like
he already
time.
is one. He already is. Yeah,
You're gonna be torn, Nate, because
you are. Who are you rooting for?
You have Stetson Bennett or TCU.
Are you rooting for the guy that doesn't look like a quarterback?
I'm
or
rooting
the guy from Iowa?
I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Stetson Bennett to have a good game, so he can definitely get drafted. Because right now, like I think he'd get drafted, right?
We were saying that, like
he's like a fourth or fifth
You
round.
said like third round,
third or fourth.
I said like fourth or fifth. I give him sixth. I changed my mind.
So it's not fifth anymore.
No, I'm going sixth.
The perfect example I always bring up is Ian Book. Where was Ian Book drafted?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. Fourth
or fifth? That's probably where I put Stetson Bennett.
Ian Book had more athletic talent than Stetson.
That is a lie.
That is a lie.
Thank you. Yes,
not a better quarterback. More athletic.
That is a lie.
So what? So you're not drafting Ian Book for wide receiver though. So athletic talent doesn't mean anything though in that regard. It's about quarterbacking.
But I'm rooting for TCU.
Yeah,
I have to.
you should have put
Go
a
Frogs.
you should have put a future bet way back in February, like I did with Ohio State to win the national title.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Ask Noah Ruggles.
I wonder what my cash out would be.
I don't know.
It'd probably be a steep cash out.
Well,
I mean, we could probably look this up.
TCU had the same odds to win the national championship or be in the playoff as Nebraska did.
Actually, they were worse.
200 to 1.
No, it was 200 to 1. They were tied.
Nebraska was 150, I thought.
No, they were 200.
200 to 1.
It was
Yeah,
great.
think about that.
It was great.
Hold on. So preseason national
One of
champion.
those worked out. Obviously, the first-year head coach from SMU, who people didn't think. What did they grade?
And
what did
Cal?
those places grade that higher? It couldn't have been a great hire.
For what?
The Sonny Dykes to TCU.
Well,
They
I bet
couldn't. There's
probably
no
graded it
Be
pretty
at
highly.
best.
At best.
No, they
there's
probably
no way
could
they
hire.
gave it. There's no
You
way they
like
gave
Sonny
it a great.
Dykes? He's a good
No, I'm
coach.
not saying that I don't like Sonny Dykes. I'm saying it was at the time the hire of Sonny Dykes to TCU wasn't making any waves. It was just like, oh yeah, they grabbed a guy.
Time out. Take a guess.
Well, they had Patterson for so long, they probably didn't think anything of it.
Take a guess. 2022 college football preseason odds
To win the national championship,
to
or
win
be
the
in playoff?
to win the national championship.
Who's?
Texas Christian, TCU. Just take a guess.
Uh-huh.
Plus what?
I would
10,000.
say
Not even close.
Oh,
it won't be that bad. I would say
they were 5-7 last year, and they had a first-year head coach. It's gonna be
I think
bad.
it's worse than that.
I just
They're
said
a Power
plus,
5 school.
yeah,
Nate,
but they're
Nate.
not.
They are plus 23,000.
I should have done it.
You should have done.
Plus they are
I should've
wedged.
done it.
They are
Nobody's
wedged.
done
Listen to this. They are wedged behind Purdue and one spot above UCF.
For what it's worth, then, if you would put $100, so everyone knows. So if I would have put $100 on TCU, which would have been foolish, I would have never actually.
Yeah,
done. I would have
yeah.
thrown like $10.
Yeah, exactly.
If you put $100 on that, you would win $23,000. And I don't know if you guys saw Mattress Mac put 1.5.
That's
million.
right. To net 5.5.
When did
To
you
net
do that?
Yesterday or 2 days ago.
I think it was yesterday.
Who
He
is
also won-
Mattress Mac?
He owns this giant mattress store in Texas.
In Houston.
Yeah, he's just got all this money.
This old man bothers me.
Because he bets both sides.
That's right.
does.
Does he? This
yeah.
old man bothers me.
But he puts like 1.5, or he bet he
had that,
bet
like, all
large
Tex-
amount on the Astros.
He had like the
How much
all
did
Texas
he win? He
future
won like
bet.
$70 million on the.
Yeah, he was
Astros.
taking like
Yeah.
a wheelbarrow from the to his plane or
Okay,
something
you're
like
telling
that.
me you wouldn't do the same?
I would,
If
not,
did
I would be
that-
afraid of getting shot.
we had security guards with us.
That's true. That's true.
The
I
old-
bet you he
I would
probably
be
had a
nervous.
bulletproof vest too.
Bro, like at
Patrick
that
Mahomes
point,
is like 85
Yeah,
years old
at-
and walking out.
Take
of
him
the
out.
I'm saying at that point in your life, like why? Like why are you putting that much money down? But I guess
Why
you're
not?
85.
Well, that's the thing is he probably doesn't care.
I'd save money for my kids.
Does anybody here know Mattress Mac's real name?
Mac.
Doesn't need to be the first, or excuse me, the last name, just the first name. It's a pretty common name.
Matthew.
No, it does not start with an M.
I knew it at one point because ESPN did a big old feature on him.
Jim.
Fred.
Jim.
nice
Nice work, Nate.
That's
I'll
why
put
he-
money on TCU.
That's why he goes by Mattress Mac.
it's a sign.
Well, or else he goes by Jim Mickenvall.
Nope, not a fan.
McIngvale. So
Mac.
Yeah.
Mac,
The
Mattress
thing
Mac.
is, though, like if he's putting this much
his
money,
his first and middle name is James Franklin.
oh nice! Shout out James Franklin, who used to play for
Is he a Penn State fan?
I don't know.
Auburn.
Did he play for Auburn?
Auburn.
That's why I'm surprised James Franklin didn't get more legs to Auburn.
And he
That's
played
a
for the Bears too.
Step
He deserves better than Auburn.
down.
Really interesting.
Here's the thing. James Franklin is a good coach. He's probably peaked at Penn State. He's a good enough guy that he deserves better than the Auburn mess. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense because now Hugh Freeze walked into
My
it.
good friend Hugh Freeze.
Hugh Freeze. That's right. You tweeted at. Hugh
I
Freeze or
tweeted a
something.
mean thing at Hugh Freeze a couple of years ago because
did not
everybody
play
was
at Auburn.
tweeting mean things at Hugh Freeze, and he was responding to them. And he DM'd me. We had
Nice.
we had a very short conversation via Twitter DMs. So I consider Hugh Freeze my friend.
Okay,
I
if
don't
you
know
guys
if you want to have Hugh
if you
Freeze
guys
as your
get this
friend.
right, where James Franklin actually played, because I knew he played quarterback. I don't know why I thought Auburn. Then I will give you $10.
Well, you owe me wings, and I have to cash that this week.
Well,
Soon.
speaking of, Jay owes me a tomahawk because
That's
I
true.
said
Did you
that
find it?
TCU was going
Did
to.
you
No,
find-
I haven't found it.
He's
yet.
not. I don't
You
know.
think I have to find
I
it?
think you have to find it.
Because I said that TCU would beat
Can you give
Michigan.
me a conference where he played?
I have no idea. I literally could not tell
So
you.
it's not.
Here, they
so it's
play.
no clue.
He played Division II football in the PSAC.
The PSAC.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Got it.
I had no idea.
Got it. The PSAC. So the
PSAC.
The Pacific
I'll give you hints.
Southern Alliance of
I'll give you a hint.
Conferences.
It's not
Penn-
Auburn.
It is Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Obviously. He played at Penn.
No.
Dang it.
He played for the East Stroudsburg Warriors.
Obviously.
Put that on a shirt.
It's a pretty sweet logo. I won't lie. It is a pretty sweet logo. Let's pause. I was
This
just going
is
to say
Lincoln's
let's
home
pause.
for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Just going to yell like a bunch of hooligans.
You know his most
did it work?
Yeah, but we didn't need
Effective.
to.
There you
his
go.
We
most
didn't need
proud
to.
accomplishment? Wide receiver coach James Madison.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't there? He was the head coach at Vandy before Penn
Yep.
State, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
And you know who his defensive coordinator was?
I don't. Do you?
Was it Brent Pry?
It was Brent Pry. There
Justin
you go.
Fuente.
New guy.
Justin Fuente.
Don't even get me
Speaking
started
of
on
Brent
that.
Pry, we were looking up the grades for Sonny
Yes,
Dykes.
yes.
One place had him as the 17th best out of the 28 coaching hires.
Told you they wouldn't have him that high.
Okay.
So there's that. But rated 4 spots ahead, Brent Pry.
Wow. That. The
One of
future's
these.
bright.
One of these worked out very well.
Yeah.
Hey, I think
Do you
Brent
guys
Pry.
wanna
I think
know-
Brent Pry will work out.
I think so
If
too.
we're on
I
the
like
subject
Brent Pry.
of coaching hires, do you guys want to know who Bobby Petrino, by the way, is going to be
A&M's
OC at
OC.
Texas A&M?
That's
Do you want to know who?
Really?
So Jimbo Fisher's the head coach. Bobby Petrino's the offensive coordinator. You know who their defensive coordinator is?
Think Maryland head coach. Old Maryland head coach got in trouble because of strength and conditioning.
Oh, DJ
workouts.
Durkin.
DJ
Yep.
Durkin.
Yep.
Just the best trio
Real
anybody
winners.
could ask
Trio
for right
of
there.
assistant coaches. and like things.
Jimbo, Petrino, and Durkin.
I haven't heard that name
curious-
in a long time.
Three Musketeers.
I am
Long
real
time.
curious how
Why
much
does anybody
longer.
want to go to Texas A&M?
I'm real curious how much longer Jimbo is there. I mean, obviously the money's the driver and the main talker, right? But
Yeah.
man,
Stuart Mandel says, please, pretty please send Dion's camera crew to some A&M staff meetings. And another,
Well, the thing
nope,
is,
not
like
gonna read that one.
Jimbo, you look at Jimbo, can he really do any better? I mean, like he kind of limped his way into a national championship because he was gifted Jameis Winston.
Jimbo's got A&M money. Of course he can do
that's
better.
true. That's true.
It is true.
You have to be able to do better.
Look, if you can get the #1 recruiting class, you can do better.
I just don't think Jimbo Fisher's a great coach. I don't.
then
You
he's
won a
got to be
national
gone.
title.
Cut your losses. You got to get out then.
He won a national
I'd get
title,
rid of him.
remember?
He limped into it
Did
with
Jimbo win a natty or did Jameis win a
Jameis,
natty?
the
Crab
GOAT.
legs.
Do you know who his best receiver was? This is a throwback for you.
Kelvin
best
Benjamin.
Kelvin
Yeah,
Benjamin.
come on.
Nice.
Come on.
Did you know?
Hey,
do you know what? Hold on. Do you know what Kelvin Benjamin was 1 away from becoming a tight end?
Wait, what?
Booger
Oh, I
McFarland.
do. 1 pound?
Booger McFarland said this in his Boogermobile when he was doing a Panthers game. he said Kelvin Benjamin is 1 what away from being a tight end?
Is it chicken nugget?
No.
Oh, that'd be my guess.
I mean, come on.
He said he's 1 Popeye's biscuit
That's
away
right.
from
That's right. That's right. So
All right.
we just got this about James Franklin. We got this link
Yeah,
sent
water
to us.
boy, a Popeye's biscuit.
We got this link sent to us from 2012 and James Franklin. Headlined, James Franklin's hot wife rule way off base. So I'm reading this article to make sure it's, FCC appropriate.
What even?
And this is what the article says verbatim. Vanderbilt head coach James Franklin created a stir this week when he said that he will hire an assistant only if the assistant has an attractive wife. Quote, I've been saying it for a long time. I will not hire an assistant coach until I've seen his wife. If she looks the part and she's a D1 recruit, then he got the chance to get hired. That's part of the deal, Franklin said in an interview on Nashville's 104.5 FM The Zone on Wednesday. Oh, what the hell?
That just means that the assistant's a good recruiter.
I guess.
I guess so. So thanks
Builds confidence.
to somebody, Ray, sending in that link to us.
Oh, Ray, shout out to the Lions.
Yeah.
I didn't make fun of
Hey.
the Lions yesterday.
Hey, don't talk about the Lions.
I don't know. I give the Lions some props.
Yes,
I
they
did.
got a chance to make the playoffs Sunday. Don't talk about the Lions. Jared Goff has over 4,200 passing yards.
Let me know how that works out for you.
I will on
Stricken?
Monday when you're in
Stricken?
Kansas City.
Stricken?
No, you're going to be gone.
I cannot wait for you to actually become a Lions fan and then
I
just
know.
get your heart ripped out next
I-
season.
I-
when you
I-
suck.
I'm actually
Every
going to become.
year.
I'm a Lions fan.
You
now.
got to get a jersey.
Okay. I
Jared
wanted to
Goff?
get one.
Who's? Don't get a Goff jersey.
It's gonna be
Jared Goff,
it's
please
Amon
don't.
Ross St. Brown
Of
in a
course.
heartbeat.
Yeah, of course it is.
In a heartbeat.
That makes sense. That checks out.
Amon. I mean, I've said that's how I started liking the Lions this year.
Yeah, you're not
At
wrong.
the, at the beginning of the season. Beginning of the season.
Fantasy team?
No, well, yeah, no, I drafted him on like
There it
all
is.
3 or 4
Just
of
a
them.
big Amon Ra fan. You tricked
like-
me into drafting
I-
George Pickens, and I hate you for it.
I liked Amon Ross St. Brown since his time in Mater Dei High School out in California. He was a Nebraska recruit, but then ended up going to USC.
Somewhere better.
All
I
right,
like some-
we're done for today. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.
Adios.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit, and you can check out our spaces